Today we are going to discuss about draw tool in AutoCAD. So first command is line command. Click on the command. You can directly click on the command. Otherwise you can directly in keyboard you can able to give shortcut. Just type L and then press enter button. So now line command is active. So try mostly to use only the command bar. So using shortcuts you need to take your tools and you should draw. So don't try to use these commands directly. So mostly use the command bar, directly use the shortcut commands. So now line command is active. So click first point in screen, right click and then extend. So now you can able to see my line. The angle and dimension of my line is available here. My line is now inclined. Already in previous video I have explained you about the ortho command. Here bottom there is one symbol called ortho. You can press this shortcut key for ortho is F8. If you press F8 then ortho command will be activated. Now my ortho command is activated. So if ortho is on means your line will be only vertical and horizontal. You can't able to draw, you can't able to drag your cursor in inclined position. If the ortho command is off means then you can able to draw your line in any inclined position. Okay, now we are going to draw a line. So I am here going to give dimension 200 for my line. So after giving dimension 200, press enter. So again I am going to draw my line downside. I am going to give 50 and then enter. So again I am going to make a line for 200. So I am giving 200 and then enter. So again join your line here. So this image we have draw using the line command. Line command means simply we need to take the line, simply press in screen wherever you need, drag your line. Otherwise simply you can give dimension. Without giving dimension also I can able to draw my line. By giving dimension also I can draw my line. For example, now I am giving dimension for, again I am making a line. I am giving dimension 200 and there is one more option. If you need to draw your line in any angle means you can able to draw directly. So first thing you need to give the dimension. Now I have given the dimension as 200 and then you need to press tab command. So if you press tab command means your dimension will move to angle dimension. Now I am giving angle 45 degree and then press enter. So now you can able to see my line for 200 mm for 45 degree my line has been created. So this is all about line command. So second thing is polyline. Same line and polyline both are same, but there is a small difference between both of them. I will explain you this one. Now click on polyline. Shortcut for polyline is PL. So that's just directly you need to enter PL in your keyboard. So polyline will become directly press enter. So now polyline is now active. Same, both are same. See now what's the difference. Again I am drawing a line for 200 mm, enter, and then 50, again 200, again 50. So both are same, both are lines, but the difference is, see here now I am pressing this line, pressing this rectangle. So the entire rectangle has been selected. So polyline means nothing but connected lines. The lines will be connected, all the corners will be connected to each other. But in normal line command, if you press any of the line means only the particular line will be selected. The entire line, entire rectangle will not able to be selected. But in polyline, if you select any one of the line means entire image will be selected. This is the difference between line and polyline. One more thing, in polyline we have more two commands. Using polyline you also able to draw an arc command. For example, I am making here line for again 200 and then now I need an arc here. I need an arc for 100 mm. I mean radius, for 100 radius I need an arc here. So here in command bar you can able to see now there are some options: arc, close, half width, length, undo and width. So here now we are going to use arc command. So what you need to do means just type A and then enter. Now your polyline has been converted into arc. Now we are going to give the 100. I am going to give diameter 100 and then enter. You can see the difference. Now my arc has been created. Again, now I need line command. So what you need to do means, again you need to press L and then enter. Simple. Only if you need line command means after clicking the polyline you should give L, enter, and then you need to give the value. If you need to select the arc means just after selecting the polyline you should type A and then you should give enter. Okay, I am going to make a line for 200 mm and then here I am going to connect this line. Okay. So again I am selecting polyline. I am going to make a line for 100 mm. So I make the line 100 mm. Next thing, here you can able to see the option half width and width. What is mean by half width means you can able to make arrow marks using this option, half width option. For half width, activating half width option, you need to press H. Just press H in keyboard and then give enter. Now you can see the command bar. Specify the starting half width. So my starting half width, it will be, I am going to give 10. After giving 10, press enter. Next again you need to see the command bar. Specify the half width, ending half width. So ending half width, it will be, I am giving 0. So you can able to see the difference. So starting half width I given the value 10 mm and ending I give the value 0 mm. So arrow mark has been created. If you need to create any of the position arrow mark means you can able to use the polyline command to create this set of arrows. One more thing, for example, now I am going to create a rectangle here. For 200 into 200. So I have created a rectangle here. So now I need to make a line from center, from this point for 50 mm. I need to make a line, vertical line here. When you select line, there will be no indication, but I need to draw a line here 50 mm from this edge, 50 mm from this corner edge. I need to draw a line. So for this purpose, what you can do means, you have tracking option. Already there is tracking option is here on. So simply take a line, keep your cursor in the corner point and then drag your cursor bottom. You can able to see the green tracking line. Now give your starting point. I am going to give 50 and then enter. And then ending point you need to give, I am going to give 100 and then give escape. So you can able to see the difference. The line has been created 50 mm from the corner. So again I am going to create a line from bottom. Just you need to click the line command, place your cursor at the corner point from where you need to take measurements. After placing your cursor in the corner, just drag your cursor top side. You can able to see the green tracking line. After that, give your dimension. Again I am giving 50, enter. After that I am going to give 100, enter. So this is the way to create a lines in between other lines. So polyline command is over and line command is over. So one more thing, while you are creating any sketches in AutoCAD, there are two options for deleting your sketches. Using your cursor, just click your cursor in one point and drag your cursor. You can able to see this blue window. This is one type. Another is, you need to click your cursor right side corner, right side bottom and left side bottom, left side top. If you press your cursor in left side top and drag means blue window will appear. Same thing, if you press your cursor in right side corner and you drag means green window will be appear. What is the difference means? Simple. If you use the green window means, if you select the corner edge of the line means, I am selecting only the corner edges. See, I am selecting the corner edge of the square. The entire square has been selected now. See, entire has been selected. But if you drag from left side corner means, it will not select. This is the difference. From right side corner, if you drag your cursor means it will be selected. Even if you select a corner edge means the entire image will be selected. But from left side you need to select the entire sketch, then only it will be get selected. This is the difference between blue window and a green window. So we will delete this one now. Next option we are going to see about circle. In circle we have total 6 options. Center radius, center diameter, 2 point, 3 point, tan radius, tan. Center radius means nothing but just by using the radius we are going to draw a circle. This one by using the diameter. And 2 point means you need to select any 2 points. So in between the 2 points the circle will be created. Same thing for 3 point, you need to select 3 points. Based upon the 3 points your circle will be created. Tan radius means tan means nothing but tangential surface. You need to select any 2 tangential surface. So a new circle will be created with represent to 2 other tangent surfaces. So for circle shortcut command is C. So just type C in your keyboard and enter. So now circle command has been activated. So no need to directly selecting your options here. Don't do that one. Just use the shortcut keys. C, enter. Now circle has been created. Whenever you are drawing your sketches in AutoCAD, the main thing is you should always watch your command bar. What are the information is giving in command bar. Now after choosing circle command, you can see the command bar what is specifying here. Circle, specify the center point of the circle. Here showing the specify the center part of the circle. Okay. So I am going to click the center part of the circle. Now again you need to see specify the radius of the circle. In command bar it is showing specify the radius of the circle. So I am going to give radius as 100 mm and then enter. So my circle has been created for radius 100 mm. So for diameter also, no need to directly go and pick here. We can use shortcut command. Directly type C in your keyboard and then enter. Circle command has been now activated. So just press on your screen and then drag your cursor. So again you need to see the command bar. Now what is there means specify the radius of the circle. This time also it is asking to specify the radius, but I need to draw my circle using diameter. Then what we need to do means just enter D. Just enter the command D and then press enter. So now again you check the command bar, it is specified now. Specify the diameter of the circle. Now the radius has been changed to diameter. So now I am going to give the diameter as 200. Enter. So circle has been created. So this one I created radius 100 mm. This one I created diameter 200 mm. So this is the difference between radius and diameters. So next thing is 2 point, 3 point, tan radius and tan. So for 2 point again I am going to click circle C, enter. So here you can able to see the option 2 point, tan radius. So directly we can able to click here. You need to use 2 point or 3 point. This time I am going to click directly here in command bar 2 point. So once you click that 2 point command in your command bar means now it is asking to specify the first end point of the diameter. So I am going to press the first end point. Second thing, now you need to see again your command bar, it is asking specify the second end point of the circle's diameter. So I am going to specify my second end point. So this is 2 point circle. 2 point circle means just you need to click 2 points. In between the 2 points the circle will be automatically created. Same thing for 3 point. For 3 point I am going to create a triangle. So I will make here one triangle. So now again circle C, enter. Okay. Now here in command bar you can again able to see the options 3 point, 2 point, tan radius. So now I am going to press 3 points. So just click on 3 points. Now 3 point command has been activated. So we need to select the first point, and then select the second point, and then select the third point. So the circle has been created in between the 3 points. So it is called as a 3-point circle. So we will delete unwanted things. So again same thing, tan radius and tan. So simple, I am going to make again a circle for radius 100. So here one more shortcut command in AutoCAD is you need to repeat any of the command, means then you can able to use spacebar, otherwise enter. For example, you can see here, now I am making a circle. I am making a circle. Now the circle command has been exited. So again I need to take one more circle, means no need to give any shortcuts, just press spacebar. So if you press the spacebar, means what is the previous command, it will be automatically opened one more time. So now again I am going to make one more circle. Okay, I will make a circle here for 120 radius. Okay, now I have two circles. Now I need a tangential circle based upon these two circles. So select tan radius, select your first tangential surface, select your second tangential surface, and then you need to specify the radius. So I am going to give the radius here as I will give 200. So you can able to see the difference. Based upon the two tangent surface, a circle has been created. You can able to see this one. Same thing, if you need tan means you need to press 3 tangential surfaces. For example, same thing, I have one more circle here. So I need to create a circle based upon these 3 tangential surfaces. So again select tan, select the 3 tangential surfaces, it will make a circle. So this is all about circle command. So most important thing you need to learn is how to use the command bar in AutoCAD. For line command we have used the shortcut L and then you need to press enter. For polyline you need to give PL and then enter. For circle you need to give C and then enter. After giving that commands, you have more commands inside that. For example, if I am choosing circle, means after choosing circle in command bar you can able to see many other options. I mean you need to give the specify the radius, or you need to specify diameter, or you need 3-point circle, 2-point circle, tan radius, like that. So most important thing, whenever you are drawing any sketches in AutoCAD, you should be aware, you should be always checking your command bar for all other options. So friends, in our draw tools next command we are going to see about arc command. So arc, we have too many options here. So many options are available for arc command. For arc we will make, first we will make a small rectangle here. So first arc command is 3-point command, 3-point arc. 3-point arc means you need to press any 3 points to create a arc. For example, I am going to press my first point here. Right click in your mouse, first point here, and then you need to click here second point and then third point. So this is the 3-point arc. You need to select any of the 3 points, then your arc will be created based on the reference of the 3 points. So this is the 3-point arc. So same thing, next thing is start, center and then end. So we need to select the start point. So I am going to give my start point as here, start point, and you need to press your center point. If you press the start point and center point, your circle will be, your arc will be automatically created. See, just I have pressed the start point, center point, the end point will be determined by software. So just I need to click where I need to end my arc. So I will click here this end point. So my arc has been created based upon this start and center. So start, center and then end point will be determined automatically. Same thing, start, center and then angle. So you need to press the start point, you need to press the center point, and then you need to give the angle here. You need to determine the angle. See, If you give the angle means it will be created. So I am going to give the angle 180. So for 180 degree the arc has been created. Same if you need for 90 degree means also you can able to create. Start, center and then angle. So press the start point and then click the center point and then you need to give the angle for your arc. For example, now I am need angle, I am going to give the angle as 90 degree. Then your arc will be created for 90 degree angle. What is the reason why we having this much type of arc means each and every type will be used in any one of the conditions. So next thing is start, center and then length. So I am going to give the start point, start, center and then length. Okay, start point and then give the center point and then give the length of the arc. In this condition you need to give the length of the arc length. So based upon your arc length your arc will be created. For example, I am giving here, for example, if you give the arc length, see, if you move your cursor the arc length will be created like this. So next thing is start, end angle, start, end direction, start, end radius, all are same. Just you need to do means you need to first follow the first two command. If the command is start, end, radius means you need to press the start and end point and then the radius will be defined by the software. For example, I am using this one, start, end, radius, start point, you need to press the start point and then you need to press the end point and then you need to give the radius of the arc. So I am giving here radius as 50. So for 50 radius in between the 2 points your arc will be created. So all the arc commands are same things, just you need to the start point, end point, angle, only you need to mix this one, you need to collaborate this one. Okay, you should try all these things. So we will skip to next command in draw tools. Next command is rectangle and then polygon. So rectangle, it's very simple. For rectangle you need to give REC in your command bar and then enter. So here you can see below in command bar what it is showing. Specify the first corner point of your rectangle. So I am going to specify my first corner point. So after clicking your first corner point, just drag your mouse towards the right side. Now you need to check the again your command bar, specify over other corner point. So we need to specify other corner point to create our rectangle. Okay, I have clicked the other point, but I didn't give any dimension for my rectangle. If you need to create a rectangle by giving the dimension means, then again I am going to click the rectangle, click your first corner point. To give the dimension what you need to do means just press D and then enter. Now you can see specify the length of the rectangle. So length of the rectangle I will give here 200. Again see the command bar, specify the width of the rectangle. Width of the rectangle I will give here 100 and then enter. So now you can see the difference. For 200 into 100 rectangle has been created with dimensions. Okay, so again we will take rectangle command by giving spacebar command. Just click the spacebar command, the previous command will again activated. So again I am going to, again you can see here different options in rectangle: chamfer, elevation, fillet, thickness and width. Chamfer, okay, first we will try chamfer option. Just press C, enter. So specify the first chamfer distance of the rectangle. So we will give chamfer distance as 5 and second chamfer distance again 5. So now you need to make your rectangle. I will make my rectangle first corner point. You can see the difference now. In rectangle the corner points has been chamfered for 5 into 5 mm. So now I am going to give my dimensions. D, enter, 200, enter, 100. So the rectangle has been created but the corner points has been chamfered. If you need to erase this chamfer option means, again in rectangle you need to select chamfer option, C, enter, and then here you can see the first chamfer length distance of the rectangle is 5. You need to make this as 0. So select 0, enter, again 0, enter. Now if you make a rectangle means your rectangle will be a normal rectangle. So also in rectangle we can able to give the thickness for our rectangle. For example, here you can see the option thickness and width for the rectangle. You can also use these options also here. If you give the thickness of the rectangle means the rectangle thickness will be highlighted here. So this is all about rectangle command. And next thing is polygon. So polygon, just select polygon and then you need to give the number of sides you entered. So if you need 4 side means normally there is 4 side in polygon, we will give here 5 and then enter, and then we will draw our polygon. So you can see here, you can draw here polygon here like this. So you need to give the specify the radius for the polygon. So I will give here radius as 100 and then enter. So from center 100 radius the polygon has been created. If you need to change the number of edges, number of sides means just to open the polygon command and you need to specify the number of sides here. So this time I am going to give a 6 sides I need here. So just give 6 in command bar and press enter. So again click on the workspace, again draw your polygon. So just again you give your radius. So I'm going to give 100. So this is the way to create your polygon. Next thing is here ellipse option. In ellipse we have 3 options. So center ellipse, axis end and elliptical arc. Center ellipse means just you need to press the center point of the ellipse and then drag your mouse to any one of the corner. So I have pressed the center point and I am dragging my mouse to other right hand corner. So I will give here 150, enter. So I have given the horizontal value as 150 and vertical value also we need to mention here. So vertical value I will mention here as 60. So your ellipse has been created. Simple, only you need to follow your command bar options. Center end ellipse and then axis end ellipse. Axis end ellipse means from your center point the ellipse will be created. Just click any point in your workspace and drag your mouse. So here I am again going to give 100 and enter. And then I am going to give here length. Length I am going to give here as 30. Ellipse has been created. Third thing is elliptical arc. Just click the elliptical arc, specify the axis end point of the ellipse. So we have clicked the end point of the ellipse and you need to give the specify the end point of the ellipse. Center point already we have given, now we are going to give the end point. I will give as 150, enter, and then we need to give the height. I will give the distance of the axis as 40, enter. So after giving that, you can able to drag your cursor and draw your ellipse. For example, if you need only half of the ellipse means you can able to stop your cursor here. If you need entire ellipse means you can draw fully. If you need quarter means you can cut your cursor here. So these are the options under ellipse. So hatching command, nothing but you need to hatch any of the surface or you need to give any solid colors to a surface means at that time you can able to use these commands. So this is all about draw tools.